Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Howarth with Summit to Shore Chiropractic, and answering another question for you is, why do I get back pain, or what causes low back pain? So, to try and again squeeze this into a small video, I'm not going to fully answer this question, but I will mention a few things that are really common that I see a lot in my practice and pretty much every day. So, first off, causes low back pain. Trauma is one big one, so car accident. That one makes a lot of sense. You get hit, things move unexpectedly, and you get injured. Car accidents are something I see every once in a while, not super often, but so the bigger thing that I see most often, so there's three main ways of injury, one of which is trauma, we mentioned that one. Two, repetitive motion. And that's typically where I see people the most. So sitting at a desk for hours on end, shoveling snow, it's coming. So doing these same activities over and over and over, and finally getting to that point where things kind of break down, injure, cause pain. So the third one is sudden unguarded movement. So that one's kind of easy example is like you step off of a curb and that you didn't know was there, and it kind of gives you that jolt. Your body wasn't quite ready for it. So obviously injury can be in any three of those areas, a little bit of a combination of those, but those are generally the big areas that people get injured. And so when you think of your spine, your low back, for example, in this video, there's ligaments that attach each of these vertebrae together at various places. There's also muscle that attaches each of those bones together at various places, and then there's layers that cover it. So I always like to explain ligaments kind of like a plastic bag. So ligaments are going to stretch, but they don't usually go back right away like a muscle would, versus vice versa. A muscle is kind of like a rubber band. It stretches, goes back, stretches, goes back. So when you think of, okay, if I'm sitting at a desk and I start doing this rounding back thing, and I do it for hours and hours and hours, all these ligaments that are attaching in this direction are getting stretched for hours on end. And then you go, oh, I'm going to stand up and try and make sure everything, and just move after that long time. There's a potential that those ligaments are going to get injured because they haven't been able to come back to where they were at the start. So that inability to come back all the way allows for excess movement in these joints, and this can be throughout the spine, throughout the entire body. Those ligaments are going to stretch out and they don't go back right away. And then if you stress yourself by doing something, or whatever the case may be, you get injured. And going back to the other one of like shoveling snow, for example, it's a really repetitive. You do the same direction over and over and over, and then finally it's going to catch up to you. And so a big common one there is fatigue. Those muscles aren't able to protect you and hold you together like they should because they're tired, and then they can cause some of that instability, so to speak. So the excess movement in those joints, those ligaments, and you get injured. So like I mentioned, there's ligaments in your spine just like anywhere else, and a lot of people out there have sprained their ankle before. You can do the same thing in your spine. You sprain some of those ligaments. Again, those are some try to be quick definitions of why you can get back pain, but any sort of motion repetitively, or unaware of its motion, or kind of too soon after a certain movement, or fatigue, are really common ways that we kind of get ourselves in trouble and get injured. But there's a lot of different ways, but keeping yourself on track and keeping yourself healthy is going to make all the difference in whether you get injured every day, or is it once a month or a year, whatever. So you determine your health and how you move, and we just want to help you move in the right direction and keep yourself healthy and keep yourself moving and enjoying this Tahoe lifestyle that you can live here in Tahoe. That's all I got for you today. If you have any questions, give us a call, email, and like and share this video, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.